Are you sure you truly understand the market you're participating in? Or are you just guessing in a game where your competitors are already armed with cutting-edge tools like data and in-depth analysis? Hundreds of businesses fail every year not because of poor products, but because they don't know how the market is changing, what customers truly need, or what strategic moves their competitors are making. Don't let your business become the next victim. This is the key to unlocking every blind spot in your business, from hidden opportunities to dangerous underlying risks. Are you ready to uncover the truth and rewrite your strategy? The journey to conquer the market continues as you arrive at Chapter 5 in the 10-video series, The Roadmap to Market Mastery. Previously, we unveiled brand strategy, the compass that helps businesses position themselves and differentiate in a fiercely competitive market. Now, it's time for you to explore an equally vital territory, market strategy research, where decisions are no longer based on gut feeling, but are guided by data, analysis, and real-world strategic thinking. Part 1. Strategic benefits of market analysis. Market analysis is a strategic weapon that breaks down the chaos of data into clear actions. It pulls businesses out of ambiguity and anchors them in truth. Courageously confronting data means becoming a proactive leader rather than a passive trend follower. A business can then confidently say, "We know what we're doing." It not only helps you choose the right direction, but also avoid risky detours. Instead of relying on gut feeling, decisions are based on measurable, trustworthy evidence. In a constantly shifting market, those who spot the waves early are the first to set sail. Market analysis enables you to detect subtle movements, allowing you to predict larger trends before they arrive. You won't just know what is happening, you'll understand why it's happening. And that's where real power lies. Once you grasp the direction, your business can create trends rather than follow them. This is a strategic capability possessed only by organizations with sharp strategic intelligence. Another major benefit is understanding your customers. Market analysis doesn't just tell you who they are, it reveals why they behave the way they do. Who influences their choices? What are their expectations? Why do they choose you over someone else? These are the golden questions that unlock customer value. When a business understands its customers so deeply, it can speak on their behalf, then its products and services become the answer, not an imposition. Market analysis allows businesses to measure their operational health. It ensures companies no longer operate on intuition, but know exactly where they stand on the competitive map. Those who measure accurately can adjust effectively. This is the difference between a data-led strategy and guesswork. Market analysis is no longer optional, it's a survival necessity. If you haven't done it, now is the time to begin. Part 2. Industry description and outlook. To go far, you must understand the terrain. Industry description is the starting map for all strategic analysis. Before making any decisions, look at the big picture. Where your industry stands, how it is evolving, and where it's heading. This isn't general knowledge. It's your compass to know whether you're in fast-moving currents or calm seas. To steer effectively, you must clearly see the strength and direction of the industry's flow. Start by determining the industry's size. How many businesses are active, total market value, and annual growth rate. If the sector is shrinking, you need very strong reasons to invest. If it's rapidly expanding, a clear strategy is essential to avoid being swept away. These figures can be gathered from government statistics, industry associations or databases such as Pew Research, US Census, or Think with Google. The trends reshaping the industry are also critical. What technologies are disrupting existing structures? What consumer behaviors are shifting dramatically? These changes aren't far off, they're happening now. Only those who see ahead can adapt. A proper industry description should identify both growth opportunities and early warning signs. This cannot be felt through intuition. It requires logical, data-driven analysis. Assess the sustainability of the industry. This determines whether long-term investment is wise or whether you should only test short-term. Is the industry dependent on fragile resources? Are regulations tightening? Will profit margins remain attractive over the next 5 years? These elements must be quantified, not guessed. A strong industry analysis lays the foundation for successful positioning and helps you stay resilient amid market turbulence. Part 3. Target market analysis. To win the battle, you must know who you're fighting and who you're fighting for. The target market isn't everyone, but a specific group of customers with the highest likelihood of choosing you. Target market analysis allows you to clearly define the slice of the pie that best fits your business's capabilities and resources. Instead of spraying efforts widely, you focus firepower on a well-defined target with real revenue potential. This is the foundation for optimizing your marketing budget and improving conversion rates. Market segmentation is the first step. Analyze age, gender, income, location, consumer behavior, lifestyle, and expectations. You can't design for everyone. You need to know exactly who you serve. When your target market is clear, you don't just serve them. You connect, empathize, and lead. That's the difference between a surviving brand and one full of vitality. Proper analysis builds trust and long-term revenue. Don't stop at theoretical profiles. Go deeper into behaviors. When do they buy? Through which channels? What triggers their responses? What builds loyalty? And what causes them to leave? Combine qualitative data from surveys with quantitative data from digital tools to recreate customer personas not just in numbers, but in emotional insight. When you understand behavior, you create experiences that strike emotional chords. That is the power of precise target market analysis. Target market insights aren't just for marketing. They must reach every team, from product design to customer service. A business becomes powerful when everyone aligns toward one customer group with unified understanding. Target market analysis is the compass that unites all efforts. Serve the right people, the right way, at the right time, and your business results will soar without added cost. Part 4. Market Trend Analysis. Market trends are the silent but powerful voice of the future. Businesses that listen and act early become pioneers, while those who ignore fall behind. Trend analysis isn't about describing current events, it's about predicting what's next. It lets you adjust before the market shifts, rather than being forced to catch up. In a world where everything moves in short cycles, foresight becomes an unbeatable advantage. Key factors to analyze include shifts in consumer behavior, demographic transitions, emerging technologies, supply chain disruptions, raw material price changes, and macroeconomic trends. Even the smallest shift can cause ripple effects across an industry. You don't need to guess. Use tools like Google Trends, Think with Google, and Pew Research to gain clear insights and keep pace with market pulses. Trend analysis shouldn't stop at data tracking. It must be turned into action. When a new trend emerges, immediately evaluate. Is this an opportunity or a threat? Should you invest to lead or adjust to survive? When trends are embedded into your strategy, your business won't be surprised. It will be ready. Then, you won't just react to change, you can create it. Part 5. Competitor Analysis. Competitor analysis isn't about imitation, it's about surpassing. Smart businesses know themselves and understand who's on the other side. When you grasp how your competitors position, price, promote, reach customers, and create experiences, you gain a panoramic view. This lets you identify which strengths to learn from and which weaknesses to exploit. Competitors are mirrors reflecting your market position. There are many ways to analyze competitors. The simplest is observing public actions, websites, social media, ads, customer reviews, and media responses. To go deeper, apply Porter's 5 forces to evaluate supplier power, buyer power, substitution threats, entry barriers, and industry rivalry. Each element reveals whether the market is overcrowded or still offers growth opportunities. Use SWOT to assess your competitive standing. What strengths give your rivals an edge? What weaknesses are still unresolved? What opportunities can you capitalize on better than them? What threats could affect both of you? SWOT isn't just academic, it's a battlefield map. When you chart each competitor's strengths and weaknesses, you can deploy resources for precision strikes. Competitor analysis must be constantly updated. The market shifts, and your competitors won't stay still. Don't be surprised when they launch new campaigns, expand segments, or innovate. Monitor signals from media, staffing, and products to catch early signs of their strategic moves. When you stay close, you'll never be caught off guard. Sometimes one small step ahead is all it takes to make a huge difference. Part 6. Market Forecasting. Market forecasting means daring to look into the future with clarity. Businesses can't operate based only on the present. You need to understand what the market will look like in 6 months, 1 year, or 3 years. It's not about guessing, it's about preparing. Preparation is the greatest advantage in a competitive landscape. The most successful companies are those that foresee where the market is headed and proactively align their strategies in response. Start forecasting by quantifying core factors: market size, growth rate, expected output, average price, and industry profit margins. These are not abstract numbers. They form the basis for financial planning, production scheduling, and setting clear growth targets. Data can be sourced from Statista, Euromonitor, or other reliable industry reports. Strong forecasts depend on strong data foundations. But don't stop at numbers. Analyze what drives them. Why is revenue expected to increase? Which consumer trends are pushing the market? What new technologies are disrupting the playing field? When you understand the why behind the how much, you can craft a real strategy. Forecasting is not just simulation, it's a tool for early, decisive advantage. Pioneers plan based on the future, not the past. Accurate forecasting helps build realistic budgets, avoid deficits, and prevent resource waste. It also tells you the right time to expand or stay steady. You'll negotiate better with suppliers, hire smarter, and strengthen internal capabilities at the perfect moment. When you know what's coming, you don't just respond, you lead. And that's the start of long-term victory in the marketplace. Part 7. Analysis of uncontrollable environmental factors. Markets do not exist in a vacuum. Every business decision is influenced by external forces: political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental, organized in the pestle model. These are powerful forces that can reshape entire industries, sometimes overnight. Understanding them doesn't mean control, it means readiness. The better a business anticipates these factors, the less damage it will take from market shocks. Political factors affect taxes, import policies, and subsidies. Economic factors influence interest rates, purchasing power, and currency exchange. Social factors reflect shifts in lifestyles, values, and demographics. Technology can instantly reverse competitive advantages. Legal changes can impose new requirements or penalties. Environmental factors impact costs, supply chain risks, and even consumer trust. When analyzing these forces, ask, if a policy changes, can we adapt fast enough? If new tech emerges, what's our response? If consumer values shift, will our products still be relevant? Environmental analysis is about testing your business's resilience across all scenarios. Agile companies don't just survive the present, they thrive through uncertainty. Part 8. Performance and competitive positioning analysis. Analysis isn't complete until you examine yourself. Performance evaluation is a mirror. It shows where you're strong and where you're weak. You can't improve what you don't measure. This reveals your position in the market. Are you a leader, a follower, or off track? Once you know your true position, you can decide whether to maintain, upgrade, or completely change your strategy. Start by measuring revenue, profit margin, conversion cost, customer lifecycle, market share, retention rate. Don't measure everything, just what's tied to your strategic goals. Then compare with industry benchmarks. If you're below average, revisit your tactics. If you outperform, find ways to scale success. Proper analysis turns numbers into decisions, not guesses. Now use SWOT to link internal status with external context. What strengths should be maximized? What weaknesses are holding you back? What opportunities are still untapped? What threats need defensive moves? This isn't just academic, it's a real battlefield map. Know yourself as well as your enemy, and you'll always lead. Part 9. Practical implementation and synthesis. Market analysis can't live on paper. It must turn into real action. Use the findings to shape products, marketing strategies, financial plans, and team direction. Visualize everything using charts, infographics, and data tables, not just to convince others, but to accelerate decisions. Analysis is not a one-time task. Make it a regular cycle so your business always stays grounded and ready to accelerate. Is market analysis a strategic foundation or a cage restraining creativity? Data allows accurate decisions, but can also trap you in numbers. Sharp instincts can create breakthroughs, but are they enough in a measurable, volatile world? Without data, you gamble. Relying only on data, you miss bold moves. Where's the balance? Does the future belong to the bold or to those who know every number? Next in the strategic journey, sales strategies in business. An often underestimated pillar that can reshape any company's competitive advantage. Thank you for watching the whole video. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos.